Very far.
We want the beneficiary of his educational vision to say something, just a word.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. So my name is Chukwebuka Edun. I'm a doctor, but Chukwebuka Edun. You can call me Chukwebuka Edun. This is my second time of meeting Mr. Peter Obi. I met him first when I was still studying at the University of Ibadan. So I've already previously presented University of Ibadan in 2 different competitions. Then I wrote a letter and I was recommended to attend a summer program in Switzerland. So I wrote a letter to Mr. Peter Obi indicating that I would want to attend this workshop, but I cannot afford it, and this is expensive. And I was surprised that Mr. Peter Obi read my letter, called me, invited me to the government house, and told me they are going to fund my participation. Since then, I've not been able to meet Mr. Peter Obi. And as it was at the workshop that I discovered there's opportunity for me to do my master's in Switzerland, so I returned back to Nigeria and applied for the funding to do in the Swiss government to do for my master's, and after my master's, I did my PhD, and I'm now a lecturer. I'm a consultant in Europe.
I actually met them today for the first time. I met them today for the first time. Somebody introduced me to Mr. Sonny. And I said I was going to I was actually flying to Rome, and Mr. Sonny insisted, please pass through Germany. And I said, okay, fine, I'll pass through there. And then whenever I can have opportunity of meeting B3, B10 Nigerians, I want to meet them. Because at the end of the day, if you are great, you're the ambassadors of the country. You are the ones who are trying to serve Nigeria. You're the ones who make it better. And then as we go on, I will tell you why I said so and your contribution. So for me today, it's more of learning, not telling you. Because if I stand here and tell you that I'm going to start, like my brother said, when he was talking about the figure, all the figures you know already. The person who introduced it said they are so chief here said that when he was doing the introduction, mentioned similar things. So for me, maybe my speech will come after the interaction. But basically, somebody was trying to show me a very lovely book, which I will read tomorrow. And he said to me, it's about the Green Revolution. And I've read some part of the book. And I said to him, listen, what you're saying here is so good. But we have fundamentals to fix. If I tell you I'm going to do what is in this book, if I succeed, I'm alive. I'm not good. Yesterday, somebody else, I met here just somebody said to me, what I'm going to start Nigerian Airways. And I said to him, no. He said, why? I said, we have a problem. And Sonny, I have to withdraw something he said here. He said it will happen, just move. No. What I want you people to do is to request for the same opportunity for 18 of us who wants to be president of Nigeria. Well qualified. So not endorse but listen to us. When you listen to us, go and check our background. We've had all these this is no longer for anybody to come and tell us false stories. No, don't listen to it. This is not even a time for anybody to show us wonderful qualification. I told my brother, Prof, yes, my job is a trader and I live in Nigeria. It's the only star I can live in Nigeria. People say, why? I live there because it shows me what Nigeria is every day. Everything I want, I can learn from them. I'm a trader, but I've had the privilege of going to the best of schools. Whereas Oxford, Cambridge, everything, yes. But I always say to people, educational qualification is not a measure of integrity. And that is not a
integrity is a lifestyle.
So, listen to all of us, not through proxy. This campaign is not a campaign where we are going to speak through somebody. Let the person come direct and tell you what he's going to do for our country. Let me not say anything. Take note of what he said. And the things I'll tell you when we conclude, but let me mention it now, and I'll tell you again when we conclude. This time around, we're not going to take it when Mr. Obi comes here and tell us he's going to take us from point A to B. And when he becomes president, he'll start driving us from A to where we don't want to be. When this vehicle this time asked a group of Nigerians, I came into London yesterday. And when we were on the plane, everybody was saying nice things, like he was saying nice things about me. And I asked them a question. Do any of us know who is the pilot? They said no. So why did we enter this plane? I said the reason why we entered this plane is because we trusted that the man who is there is qualified. The plane says it's flight to London. And we're going to London. That's why we're there. But what happens in Nigeria is the man says, I'm qualified, we trust him. He said the flight is to London. And everybody was the plane. And he suddenly says it's going to Frankfurt. But we're not going to London, we're not going to Frankfurt. So, the reason why I'm telling you this is that all of us collectively are part of the problem. What next year I want us to do next year is to let Mr. Obi and others who are equally qualified come out and say where they will drive this line. Verify their past, present who they are, schools they went, who they, and be able to do what? No way we can trust them. So among all these people, who can we trust? Because if we do that, it will be easier. For me, like I told the people this evening that I spoke to, as I just came in, I said to them, first, you know the problem our country is facing today. Nobody will believe that we'll get to where we're getting. Nobody imagined it. Nobody saw it coming. But what we are facing today is cumulative effect of leadership failure over years. And it's getting worse. If you watch the Titanic, when it was going down, you know those who were playing music when they were dead. That's what happened in Nigeria. They were busy dancing and enjoying, not knowing the whole thing. Doing that. And then it became a mess. Nobody knew how to come out of it. Nobody this will then become one of the most insecure places in the surface of the earth. You know it. We don't have it. So, even our resources, you see that our oil resources, everything is destroyed. It is that bad. So you can imagine, and this is not something you put in your pocket. So it's about government organized. Our economy is in a mess. We now have more people living in poverty than China and India combined. These two countries now, 2.8 billion, we're 200 million. So how did we get here? Revenues are not there. Things are all working very well. We can no longer generate money because you hear every day people tell you our revenue to population is poor, revenue to GDP is poor, and everything. We don't longer have revenue. Can't even service our debts. First 4 months of this year, January to April, our total revenue for the federal government was in Naira was 1,630,000,000,000. Our total expenditure is 4,720,000,000,000. So
that to go and verify.
1 trillion over revenue. Imagine if you have a business and you have to spend 3 times your revenue. Another business, that's where your country is. So a country that has so much potential, so much in everything. So the situation looks very complex. So what are we going to do? That's what I've come to discuss with you. That's what I want us to look at. Yes, I listened to somebody who said, when you bring your passport, or when you go around, my brother lived in the UK for 10 years. Children were born in the UK, they went to school in the UK. It was from the UK that I went to my state to become governor. And I tell people, at the end of the day, you go back. Wow. Amen. And we all to do the sacrifice to build the place. I felt the same thing. But I can tell you, I don't see any country as racist. That's why I differ from Muslim. I don't. Why? When people tell me, I said, if you think they are, go back to where we come. The reason why you're there is because your place is not good. Right. So, Somebody asked me a question. I said to me, we're going to look for foreign investors. I said, foreign investors? We don't need one. Who told them about foreign investors? If you get Nigeria right, the Nigerian people outside have the resources to do what the Chinese and Indians did. It was the Chinese diasporans and Indian diasporans that first invested in their country because they saw a goal. And once they are doing that, what happened? The foreigners followed them. Because that is the very simple thing. If there's one in here, if there's one in here, the whole bee will start. The foreign one will, because he knows there's one in here. You don't go and look for bees when there's one. They will come. If you're going to look for them, then there's no one. If you look at this place and you say there's no ice, there's no small thing, but put sugar here. And I can tell you, if you come back in 2 days, you find out that, oh, this report is not available, you can't hear. Something is done for investors. So my dear people, it is for us to go back and fix our place. We need to secure it because it's important. We need to have proper leadership that is visionary. And there's nothing happening in other countries that is rocket science. What is making Germany? What is making Germany what it is today? Secondly, a country is measured by the productive capacity of the citizens. Ability to do something. The country is not productive.
You have to listen attentively in order to hear him. This is what is called discussion. Not forcing himself to talk as if he's talking to animals.
I said it's very simple. Production. The more you produce goods and export, the more the currency becomes foreign. You're looking for dollar. You're looking for euro. You go and sell something to some people and you have to. And the currency becomes strong. You can't allow it to sell the country. You'll be weak. Because you have nothing to offer. And it's not anything. And the examples about say to me that I said, this person, the economy is not growing. There's so many things we need to do. So for me, it's about number one, we need to bring stability in governance and security. Life and problems. Because an investor has to come where there is security. Yes, in their life, that is possible. You need to invest in human capital. And human capital today is low. That's why it's productive. So you have 200 million people whose productive capacity is less than 10% in the returns. You might be more or less in the return. That's what I say. You need to change. You need to reduce your cost of governance and have zero tolerance for corruption. People can't continue to just do what they're doing with government resources. It doesn't happen there. Somebody mentioned Nigeria. Look. So we visit Nigeria. How did she come? Huh? When she visited Nigeria, do any of you know how she came to Nigeria? Huh? He came on the south side. Am I right? That is a country, Germany is a country sitting on 3.8 trillion GDP. So you can say that they are sitting on 4 trillion GDP. That's 3.8, approximately 4. Am I right? And you are sitting on 400. So your 10% of the GDP came on a commercial flight. If you want to visit him, come on a private jet.
Madness.
She came on a commercial flight. For you to return her visit,
Chartered flights. Private instead.
the German per capita is $45,000. My brother had just said Nigeria is 2,050. So somebody who had your 22 times your per capita comes to visit you, came on a sponsor flight, and you who just so with your 5% for 2,000, your 5% of German per capita is 2,225. Nigeria is not up to 5% of that. And you're going to visit him. Have you ever seen a 10-vehicle convoy? She will not be in
It will never happen here.
I can tell you, if Germans see her in 10
They go to supermarkets by themselves.
next day, there is a lot of conflict. This is the problem we need to fix. I told Sonny today, I said, I met him for the first time today. So when I arrived, Sonny said to me, Sonny knew the man who introduced me to Sonny, the wonderful man. I don't know Sonny, but I know the man, and I believe the man. So when he introduced me to Sonny, I said, okay, since he's your friend, let me go and see him. But he insisted he will come as well. And Sonny insisted he will come. He said, since you don't know Sonny, I said, therefore I miss Sonny. But what are you coming to do? It's me that they want to see. And he says to Sonny, so many people want to accompany me, and they are going to pay their own. I said, what are they going to Germany? It's only me they want to see. So what do the other people want to do?
Rest of resources.
Yes. Yes, they can say it's their personal money. Everyone says, but I'm going to pay, but I'm going to pay. I said, no, I wouldn't even allow you to waste your personal money. Because all your personal money, then your personal money is important to the society. So we don't want it to be wasted. So all I'm trying to do is say, so I came.
Manually.
So he was wondering
What's up?
how he's going to do, we are dealing with the hotel about this, about that, and so on. I want the place to sleep. I'm not buying the hotel. I'm not buying I just the place to sleep for one night. My flight tomorrow is 7 a.m. So don't worry yourself. You know, what am I saying this? It's also to all of us. That is what we want to stop. Cut that because of
governance.
I was quarreling with a lot of people.
Devaluate politics. Tired.
Nobody was happy. Nobody. The elites who used to give up the constitution. We're not happy. So everywhere I go, once I go to Abuja, the big men, and the president, everybody says, oh, nobody's happy with you. And I've always said, Mr. President, one thing I've never promised anybody I will do is to make them happy.
Resistance.
I never promised it. I promised to fix them. So when I came, we were number 29, 26, 27 in work and Nepal says no. We must be among the best time. Of course, you know what happened. We came number one. That was what I promised. So we're going to fill our health institutions.
And Imo State under Opposodema is not even among the first 10
Why would they be happy?
in the year 2022.
It's not a business. I told somebody today, again, Sonny supervised me because he knows the person that I said, don't support me. You're going to do something. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't tell you. If your support is because you want to get something, please don't ask me. I'm saying, and I told the guy, I said, I'm not telling the person, if you're doing a business, and it's a business we need, who patronize you? Well, please, don't tell me. And I told him, go and read about my, not it's I read it, about my chief of staff, Professor Solomon. I said, I read it. I never met her. The day I swore in my commissioners, half of them, I met them for the first time. I didn't know who they are. And like the one she read, said, I appointed our commissioner for information. And after 9 months, I said, you can't be in information. Senior sister said, you have to be in planning. I want you to be my chief of staff. Because she was so courageous. And I said it with respect to women. I had 5 of them who were able to tell me every day, you're wrong. You can't do this. Because that's what is lacking in our place. Nobody tells me he's wrong. No, nobody knows everything except I need it. There are people who were able to say to me, you're wrong. This is what we promised. We're going to do it. So, I go around. My dear people, this evening is for us to look at our country. Unexamined life is not one day. Our country has gone through this complaints. What is wrong with our country? Why are things not working? How can we pull our people out of poverty? What are we not doing? What are we doing right or wrong? You live in a world where things are working. There's nothing wrong. What is lacking is what you say. To have a lead. I won't even say vision. Vision is iterative. I want a separate. But a leader who is competent, who has a capacity, who has a character commitment to do what is the right. It is not rocket science. The only reason why Egypt can in 5 years move their power generation and distribution from 20,000 to over 50,000. And Nigeria cannot move theirs from 4,000 to 10,000. It's the biggest economy in Africa. Biggest economy in Africa. With 200 million people. The second biggest economy is South Africa. With 50 million people. 60 million, about 60 something million people. About 60 million. They generate about 50,000 megawatts. About 50,000. So they generate 40-something thousand more than us. But what will shock you? 2 weeks ago, they declared the emergency in power. Emergency. And authorized that everybody can generate up to 100 megawatts without license. So somebody who is generating 50,000 declared the emergency, and somebody who is declaring 4,000 have not declared it.
Kingdom of darkness.
That is the crisis you face. That is the crisis your nation faces. And that is what I told the person who told me about the revolution. I said, you're right. But we need to deal with basic things. And those basic things is that we need to say that this government, we're going to move from here to here. I told Sonny, I said, Sonny, you wonder whether I'm a pastor. Because since he took me, he seen me from everywhere we went praying and everything. I said, Sonny, I'm a single prayer. God Almighty will not allow me if I'm not going to change this.
To start what you will not finish.
The people are not going to stand for us to change this place. Because the worst thing that can happen is that all this trust people have is action. And I don't need their life to save. Because it's easy. When I went to Anambra State, I said the same thing. I said, God, don't bring me here to be a mess. I want to change here. I don't want to be seen to have taken. I'm not a saint. Let nobody tell you I'm a saint. But I think about character and integrity. I had people arguing with me when I was going. Why would you give money? Why would you give money? I said, yeah, money. It's not my money. It's their money. I said from the one we're going to save it. From the side save it. So my dear people, the basic things we need to do. If you want today to say we're going to start pulling people out of poverty, it is a simple thing. Move the country from consumption Germany, what is the population of Germany?
About 80 million.
80 million.
Not up to 80.
Let's say that
About 80.
is that what is the value of the export?
Too much. SSX.
Okay. Huh?
In which segment? Electronics, automobile, where? Where do you want to start?
We're going to use 80 million to check.
Hey, go on, obedience. Very far.
No. Who is 80? What the one is 80? So, export. We're going to reduce the export. And who is the right one? No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. I want to do what is conservative. Their export is 1 trillion. Conservative. If you divide 1 trillion with 80 million, I think it's about 12,500. Is that right? Is that correct? Okay. So every German, every year, that is what it contributes to export. That's even the truth. Nigeria is a country of 200 million. I'm going to use a rate which they are not happy with. Our export last year is 18 trillion naira. 18 trillion 900 billion naira. That's our total export. Which, if you divide by their own official rate, it gives you 47. If you divide it with my own rate, which is the correct rate, it gives you about 30 billion. I use 650. So, the country where you live,
One person can differ about
value of
200 billion.
export per person is
country.
12,500. In Nigeria, the 530 billion with 200 is $150. So if you decide to say, my target is that every export population will move to $500. $500 multiplied 200 million is $100 million. That alone will bring your rate change and stability to about 500 million. This is not rocket science. They are done by other countries of the world. The man who is reading has to know these numbers. So you can measure them.
They were with the
So can you be directly section? In Borno State, in Niger State, Borno State is where we started to have the issue of Boko Haram, and we need to deal with it. The same thing happened in Niger State. Niger State is 76.3 square kilometers of land. So Niger State, if you minus water, Netherlands is 33,000 square kilometers. So Niger State is 2.5 times Netherlands. They can't feed themselves. They can't feed Nigeria. They can't export any food. Netherlands last year.
And the cattle can also eat from
there. Netherlands last year is 600 and something billion. But don't leave their export. The export. The agricultural part of the component of it is about 120 billion. So if only Niger State give 1% of Netherlands export, 1%, we're not asking people to go to 10. They have 2.5 times the land. They have fertile land. So if they do only 1%, it's $1.2 billion. At my own rate, that would be about 750 billion naira, which is almost 5%, 5 times their budget. I don't need to go down there. And they will be able to push their people back to front. They will be able to put people out of poverty. The criminality you see today,
you will see no more.
The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. Imagine what it is. If all of us here don't know where the next day will come from. Nobody can determine what we are going to do. Because we'll just shock. That is what is happening in your country. So, my dear people, next year election, it's not about, I don't want to follow people because it's from the southeast. I don't want to also follow people because it's related to you, or because it speaks good English. We must remove pride. We must remove religion. We must remove religion. It will not be about connection. So the entitlement.
No. You remove entitlement, the system will be very much strong.
We must replace them, like I said before. Character, competence, capacity, and commitment. This child that gave me flower today, that flower could have been grown in There's a state called Taraba in Nigeria. Taraba is a state occupying 54.6 square kilometers. With Mandela, so can grow flower, can grow tea, can grow coffee. Kenya exported flour of over 500 million. last year. And I went to the flower field. Young boys and girls that work there are being paid more than $100. I'm begging for food. Ethiopia exported coffee for $1.1 billion. For people in Taraba are begging for food. Sarah Lincoln with all their problems. They exported tea, $1.4 billion. Imagine if Taraba had done 10% on this program. 10%. That's 300 million. Which is about 200 billion. This is what we need.
Sri Lanka is controversial.
That is why I say. And if we are doing those things, you know who will be the investor and those who will handle the export. You. Because you will now come back and invest in those farmland and everything with your resources and create an export market here. That's what other people are doing. But now what do? Work hard 24 hours, send money from the home, only to eat. They get up every morning. They get up every morning and tell you we are hungry. They get up every morning and tell you, imagine if people get up here and say they are hungry. Who will give them food? Yeah? So, it cannot walk.
You cannot walk. Only walk.
It has to you need to start doing different. Those who put there, everybody has to be product. There must be something. Nobody exists. You know? Some people thought, oh, we don't blame. Some people blame that the way God wants it. Or think that God can do magic. It will happen again. I don't think what is happening to Germany here, business work is by prayers.
The other country that pray for people to break light.
It's after work that you pray and it will work. But if you have not produced anything, so my dear people, I think it's a sacrifice of coming out this evening to listen to me, for us to interact. I want to learn from you. But remember, this young girl represents what we must want to do. Put the picture of your children on the wall and ask yourself, what society can we do this for our children? Where do we want us to live? We have talented people. We have young people in their productive age who can change this world if we give them the opportunity. There's a lot of talent in Nigeria. All they want is somebody who can show them. If Nigerians have faith in Nigeria today, because they have a leader they can trust, and there's a hope, I can assure you Nigeria will change the world. Yes, sir. All of you can be part of it. Let's stop this abuse by taking revenge on all of us, and we'll take what's revenge on our children. God bless all of you.
We
you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Could you please take your seats? When you see when you see a man who is ready, nobody tells you that. When the person that will lead us, that will show us the way so that we can actualize ourselves as a country appears, nobody will tell you that. We thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your words. I wonder if anybody, after such an inspirational talk, would like to say something, but we all will have opportunities to ask questions, so we are going into it right away. The questions will have to be very short and relevant. If you try to take more of my time, I'm going to snatch the microphone off your hands. It has to be very short and to the point. So, for those who are watching from across the globe online, because this is being live streamed, we will take your questions too. We know that you are there, and we appreciate the fact that you guys decided to join us tonight. So, first of all, I will go, let's say ladies first. So I will go with a lady who would like to take the first question. Okay, you start first. Short, direct to the point.
Good evening, Mr. Peter Obi. Our protocol duly observed. My name is Ukamaka Anedu.
Our protocol observer, yes, to say your name.
I'm from NRP. My question is, you've been mentioning other places that you would touch, like security and economy. We've not heard you talk about technology. Like myself, I'm studying electronics engineering, and my sister, Shoma, is aware. She's organizing women in STEM in Germany, I know. So, please, my question is, where is our stand if you happen to win next year's election?
When you win, when you
She is right to use this statement.
Okay, we relax. It will get to everybody. This is an interactive session. The ladies first, okay? Just let's. We are going to gather a few, and he will take them. After, we'll gather another set of questions, okay?
Good evening, Mr. Obi. My name is Gloria Odo. Actually, I've been campaigning online already on Facebook for you without even knowing me. But I'll tell you why I chose you out of the three aspirants. I saw a video of you actually holding your own luggage at an airport in Nigeria. And that was enough for me to know that that's the man we need.
Could be tricked as
that's all. And my question is, I have fortune and the Nigeria when they were tiny, when we still had security. Now all my friends all over Africa go home every summer. I can't take my kids to Nigeria because it's not secure. So my question is, how do you intend to bring that security completely to Nigeria?
Thank you very much. That's a question on security. The very first question was on technology, security. Then we'll go for a man now, and then we'll oblige His Excellency to take this set of questions before we go into another one. Relax. Wait.
My Excellency Mr. Toby, I am Apostle Prophet Dr. Friday George. My question question is on the issues of agriculture. How do you improve the issue of agriculture in Nigeria, because there's a lot of starvations and economic crisis?
Thank you. Please, just do us a favor. You can introduce yourself very shortly. Go directly to your question. We have every other person here who wants to ask a question or say something. So if you try to monopolize this, it will not be fair. Thank you. The next set is coming. Let him pick this one, and then the next one will come. Okay? He will answer these ones first. We'll go into the next three. Is that all right? One more. Two more.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Onyane Carlo. My question is on the issue of diaspora voting day, which has passed the second reading in the Senate law. So what do you have you intend to convince the Senate to allow 20 million Nigerians in the diaspora to vote in the election?
Thank you. One more question. We have a question from online viewers. Your Excellency, sir, my question is, how do you intend to solve the power problem? Are you going to privatize it completely? Kindly give details. So we will go for these ones now, and the next set will come in. Thank you.
Sorry, very simple. There's 5 questions here. I'll start with my little sister, who wants to know more about the technology. The truth is that we can't talk about the war today without talking about technology. When we talk about, when I said we're going to deal with human capital development, you don't need to. It's about education. Today, the world is driven by knowledge. So nobody, if you don't want, if the more investment we put in education, the better your economy. And you can't talk about the education without talking about technology. Because everything moves from, we're not concentrating in STEM education. It's technology, vacancies by year 2030 is running over 30 million, so you need to investigate, contribute opportunities, so that you can take that given. I said here, we will aggressively invest in human capital development. Security. Oh, I listen to you. I live in Nigeria. No country can talk, I said it here when I was talking. You can't talk about investment, you can't talk about anything if the people are not secure. But fighting security has 2 ways. There's a natural way of fighting security. And I said it there. You must aggressively start pulling people out of poverty. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce insecurity. You try to prevent. You reduce it. And then, of course, the Nigerian security agencies has to be properly managed. The personnel have to be increased aggressively and properly equipped. Egypt is 100 million, and that's just an example. And they have nearly 1 million police personnel. You can check, I don't know how many police in Germany. In Nigeria, we're 200 million, and we have just about 300,000 police. That means that number needs to.
With little or no pay.
For us to get to an average of being where Egypt is, even when our population is double. And they are poorly equipped. You listen to the governor of Castilla, which is the most important state considered, the president comes from there, said that they have only, Google it, about 5,000 police in Castilla, and in some police stations, they have only 30 police with 10 guns. They have 30. So if you use that as a national average, that means that even the 300,000 we have, only 100,000 every. That needs to be aggressively changed. And that component needs to be supported by state police. There's no reason why we should not have police at all levels. As governor of Anambra State, I funded all community security systems. Those in Anambra State will know. I bought vehicles, security vehicles for every community.